Hey yogis, Logan here, bringing you a recorded meditation from Yoga Warehouse, Columbia. And so for today, we're going to do some feet up the wall. So if you've got a wall, great. If you're in a tiny little space and your walls are covered with stuff like mementos, pictures, bookcases, whatever, and you can't put your feet up the wall, then find a chair that you can stick your feet into so that your knees are still over your hips. So go ahead and find that space available. You can pause the video while you get set up. Again, these pre-recorded sessions are available for you to use for 3 days once the link drops. So use it now, use it later, up to you. Go ahead and find your place. If you're laying on the ground, maybe you find a yoga mat to put underneath you or a blanket, something to provide some cushion for you. And if you'd like some cushioning underneath your head, maybe you grab a pillow or roll up a blanket as well. I don't really need any of that, so I'm not going to use it. So if you're using a wall, you're going to scoot up as close as you can so that your hips are on the wall. You're going to roll onto your back, and maybe you scoot yourself a little bit closer or further away. You don't have to be super close to make this happen. But just send the feet up the wall. And you could keep the feet up here the whole time, or you can bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees come apart if that feels good to you as well. And if you at any time are like, no, I've had enough of this, just bring your knees into the chest and roll off to the side. You definitely don't have to take your meditation with feet up the wall. But with all the allergies in the air and the you-know-what going around, this is a great way to boost some immunity for yourself. When your legs are up the wall, you've got the guts all pooling in the belly. It's a reversal of the blood flow, which stimulates the lymph nodes. So go ahead and find your position. Maybe place a hand on your heart and one on your belly, or maybe the arms come up and overhead or out to the side, or maybe they stay in your lap, whatever feels good for you. And go ahead and close the eyes. And take a big breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Big breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Another inhale. And exhale. And then start with that easy breath in and out. If you can do the Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose, do that. Inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, keeping some constriction in the back of the throat, like you're fogging a mirror, but with the lips closed, or like you're Darth Vader. And if you can't find that breath because your nose is stuffy or running, and you got some drainage going on, then just find a breath that is easy for you. And just focus on the breath. Let it fill you all the way up. And let it empty your body as well. And there may be other stuff going on around you. I know you're stuck in your house with your roommates or your significant other, your dog, your cat. Maybe you can hear the neighbor's dog barking or someone mowing their lawn, someone playing their music too loudly. Allow yourself to acknowledge the sounds around you and then push them away. Return to that focus on your breath. And maybe your mind starts to wander as well. If it does, that's okay, just notice it. And then bring it back to focus on right here, right now, this breath. And we aren't perfect. Our minds will start to wander again. So whenever you notice that happening, don't judge it, just bring it back. Sit it down. Focus it on the breath. And if you're uncomfortable or have an itch to scratch, don't resist, just fix what you need to fix and go back to focusing on the breath. And maybe your breath finds some rhythm to it. On the inhale, you count 1, 2, 3. Pause at the top. On the exhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause at the bottom. Or maybe it's a bigger number, maybe it's a smaller number. Wherever you're comfortable breathing today. Just focus on that breath as it fills you up and as it leaves your body. Maybe you find that the breath starts to get a little deeper, so a longer inhale count, a longer exhale count. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you just notice the space that you create with your breath, that ability to pause at the top and pause at the bottom. want you to take a big breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Another big breath in. Big sigh, let it go. One more big breath in, fill it all the way up. Exhale, big sigh. Return to that normal breathing, whatever feels comfortable. And I want you to wrap your arms around your body. Give yourself a hug. Holding yourself here. Some of us are isolated in our own homes with no one around us. And sometimes we need that physical reminder, yes, we are loved. And to end this meditation today, I want you to bring into mind someone that you love. It doesn't matter where they are, whether they're near or far or gone. I want you to take a big breath in. And as you exhale, imagine yourself giving them a hug across space, time. Sending them your love. And then I want you to think about someone that maybe you don't particularly care for. Knowing that they need compassion and love and understanding in their lives. They're going through their own struggles. I want you to imagine giving them a hug as well, or maybe just an encouraging pat on the back. So take a big breath in and a big sigh out. And send that love and compassion and kindness towards them. And finally, I want you to turn inward and focus on yourself. You don't need affirmations from anybody else. You are valuable. You are enough. And sometimes we are not kind and compassionate towards ourselves. Sometimes we need just a little bit of a push to say, yes, I love myself. I'm going to do what I can to take care of my body, my health, my well-being. And sometimes, yes, that is a physical reminder, hugging yourself. So on this time, I want you to take a big breath in. And as you exhale, send that love, that gratitude, that compassion through your body with the breath. And release the arms if you're still hugging your body. On the next exhale, bring one knee and then the other into the chest and roll over onto your side. And then keeping the eyes closed if you can, without knocking anything over, so maybe not. Find your way up to seated. Maybe with the back up against the wall or the chair that you're using. Take a big breath in and a big sigh out. And extend the hands out in front of you, palms up. And before we leave today, I want to just hone in on the things that we're grateful for. The things that are happening all around us that can be opportunities instead of setbacks. So if you have something to be grateful for, or several somethings, imagine that those things were physical and that you could fill your hands with them. Feel those hands getting heavier with all the things that you have. And I will share some of mine with you today. I am grateful for the chance to get to record a meditation for friends, yogis, families, my family that lives far away or who lives right down the street. I am thankful for the internet connection that allows us to connect to these sort of videos, to connect to each other in this time of being home. I am so thankful that I have a roof over my head to call home when so many do not. So maybe you just thought of one thing, or maybe you thought of several things. And as you feel them fill your hands, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring them to your heart. Gather them there. And to end this practice today, we will bow our heads in towards our hands. Take a big breath in and a big sigh out, and we'll bow. Namaste. Thank you guys for showing up online, digitally, or in the future, in the past, however this works, to connect with me and with yourself and your breath today. And we will see you next time. Stay healthy, friends.